Imagine rising from the humble echoes of a church choir in Buffalo, New York, to becoming an R&B legend whose soulful ballads have soundtracked millions of lives. Brian McKnight, the multi-talented singer, songwriter, and producer, has transformed his passion into an empire, captivating hearts with timeless hits like Back at One. With a net worth of $10 million and 16 Grammy nominations under his belt, along with wins from Soul Train Awards and NAACP Image Awards, he's a true icon of rhythm and blues. But what secrets lie behind his journey from modest beginnings to luxurious living? Stick around as we dive into the opulent world of Brian McKnight in 2025, his stunning homes, sleek rides, family dynamics, and more. You won't want to miss this glimpse into the life of a musical maestro. Early life and challenges. Brian McKnight's story begins in the working-class neighborhoods of Buffalo, New York, where he was born on June 5, 1969, into a family deeply rooted in faith and music. Growing up in a Seventh-day Adventist household, the air was filled with gospel harmonies rather than material abundance. His father, Claude McKnight Jr., worked as a director, while his mother, Ruth Elaine Willis, nurtured the home front. The family wasn't wealthy, relying on community and church for support, which instilled in young Brian a sense of discipline amid the harsh winters and economic constraints of upstate New York. Society at the time was marked by racial tensions and limited opportunities for black families, adding layers of challenge to his formative years. Family played a pivotal role in shaping Brian's resilience. His grandfather, a choir director, introduced him to the power of song, while his older brother, Claude, who later founded the acclaimed group Take Six, served as a direct inspiration. Ruth, his mother, emphasized perseverance and hope, teaching Brian that talent could transcend circumstances. "She showed me that faith and hard work could open doors," Brian has reflected in interviews, crediting her for grounding him during turbulent times. This familial influence turned the local church into his first stage, where he honed his voice alongside siblings, fostering a bond that blended spirituality with artistic expression. Yet the path wasn't smooth. As a teenager, Brian faced the sting of rejection when he was expelled from Oakwood College, a Seventh-day Adventist institution, for violating dormitory rules, a setback that could have derailed his dreams. He grappled with self-doubt, questioning if his musical aspirations were realistic amid financial strains. Another hurdle came in the form of early personal struggles, including navigating identity in a predominantly white school environment where he was often bullied for his passion for singing. These experiences built his character, pushing him to channel frustrations into songwriting. One poignant story involves Brian practicing late into the night in a cramped family home, ignoring taunts from peers who dismissed his ambitions. Through it all, he learned to embrace vulnerability, a theme that would later define his music. These early trials not only forged his determination, but also laid the foundation for a career built on authenticity. As we transition from these foundational years, it's clear how Brian's upbringing fueled his drive. Now let's explore how he turned those humble roots into a soaring career that redefined R&B. Career journey. Brian McKnight's professional odyssey in the music world is a testament to raw talent meeting relentless hustle, evolving from gospel roots to R&B royalty. The journey began in earnest in 1988 when, at age 19, he left New York for Los Angeles, armed with little more than demos and the encouragement of his brother Claude from Take Six. A publishing deal quickly followed, and by 1991 he was signed to Mercury Records' Wing imprint. His self-titled debut dropped in June 1992 and immediately announced a new standard: platinum sales, a top 60 Billboard 200 peak, and 2 timeless singles, One Last Cry and The Way Love Goes, that showcased his crystal falsetto, piano mastery, and songwriting depth. Critics compared him to a young Stevie Wonder. Fans simply fell in love. The mid-90s were a whirlwind of validation. In 1993, he scored a massive pop hit with Vanessa Williams on Love Is, which hit number 3 on the Hot 100 and earned his first Grammy nomination. He lent his voice to the all-star You Will Know with Black Men United and co-produced tracks for the Jason's Lyric soundtrack alongside a rising D'Angelo. Albums 2 and 3, I Remember You, 1995, and Anytime, 1997, pushed him into the stratosphere. Anytime sold over 2 million copies, spawned the inescapable title track, and earned another Grammy nod while cementing Brian as the king of grown folks R&B. 1999 delivered the defining moment. Back at 1, the album debuted at number 7, eventually moved over 3 million units, and turned the title single into a global wedding staple, peaking at number 2 on the Hot 100. That same year, he duetted with Mariah Carey on Whenever You Call, guested on Boyz II Men projects, and watched his songs climb adult contemporary charts worldwide. Motown signed him in 1998, and the 2000s opened with a string of top 10 R&B albums: Superhero, 2001, U-Turn, 2003, Gemini, 2005, each showcasing his evolving production and fearless genre blending. Gemini, his highest charting album ever at number 4, proved he could still dominate at 36. Never content to stay in one lane, Brian branched out dramatically. He made his Broadway debut in Chicago in 2007, hosted the nationally syndicated Brian McKnight Morning Show from 2006 to 2010, and appeared on Celebrity Apprentice in 2009, raising money for youth charities. He acted in films, Black Dynamite, Naked, guest-starred on sitcoms, Martin, My Wife and Kids, and sang the national anthem at NBA and MLB events. His television resume grew to include judging gigs, reality show cameos, and even a masked appearance as Cricket on The Masked Dancer in 2021. By the 2010s, he took full creative control. Going independent, he released More Than Words, 2013, Better, 2016, Genesis, 2017, and the critically adored Exodus, 2020, his last album under a major label before returning to self-released projects. Live albums like An Evening with Brian McKnight, 2016, and concert DVDs kept his core audience close, while streaming playlists introduced younger listeners to classics. In 2025, at 56, he still headlines theaters and casinos worldwide, his 4-octave range and self-accompanied piano sets as jaw-dropping as ever. The accolades speak volumes: 16 Grammy nominations, including Best R&B Album, Best Male R&B Vocal, and Best Pop Collaboration. Soul Train Award winner for Best R&B Soul Single Male, multiple NAACP Image and American Music Award nods, and over 25 million albums sold globally. Add songwriting and production credits for Justin Timberlake, Take 6, and countless others, plus decades of sold-out tours, and the financial foundation for his luxurious lifestyle becomes crystal clear. In 2025, Brian continues performing and media gigs, his vocal range and melisma enduring as hallmarks. These milestones not only amassed his fortune, but shaped a versatile icon. With this foundation, let's pivot to his lavish 2025 lifestyle, where success manifests in stunning assets, beginning with his real estate empire. Real estates. The Beverly Hills crown jewel, $8 million. As we begin our tour in the prestigious enclave of Beverly Hills, the most prized asset in Brian McKnight's real estate lineup stands as a beacon of timeless elegance. This sprawling estate, valued at $8 million in the current market, captures the essence of upscale California, living with its thoughtful blend of grandeur and intimacy. The moment you cross the threshold, you're enveloped by a foyer that sets the tone for what's to come. A soaring space that draws you deeper into the heart of the home, where every corner whispers of quiet luxury. Moving into the main living areas, this property shines with an open-concept design that prioritizes flow and connection. The formal living room, positioned to capture natural light throughout the day, features expansive seating arrangements around a statement fireplace, perfect for intimate gatherings or reflective evenings. Adjacent to it lies a sophisticated dining space, equipped with a long, polished table that seats up to 12, illuminated by a series of pendant lights that create a warm, inviting glow. This room transitions effortlessly into a state-of-the-art gourmet kitchen where professional-grade appliances and a generous center island become the hub for culinary creativity. Imagine preparing elaborate meals here, with ample counter space for prep and casual bar seating for guests to linger, fostering those spontaneous moments of joy that make a house feel truly alive. What sets this estate apart is its dedication to wellness within the walls. A private spa-inspired bathroom suite off the primary quarters boasts dual vanities, a deep soaking tub, and a rain shower enclosure, all designed for ultimate rejuvenation after a long day. This level of personal sanctuary extends to the guest accommodations, where multiple ensuite bedrooms offer plush bedding and direct access to verandas, ensuring every visitor feels pampered. Of course, no tour of this caliber would be complete without venturing outdoors, where an expansive pool area awaits. The Infinity Edge pool, framed by lounge chairs and a bubbling spa, overlooks the rolling terrain, creating a resort-like escape right at home. This outdoor haven ties back to the indoor wellness theme, offering laps in the morning sun or lazy afternoons floating under the stars, all while maintaining privacy through thoughtful landscaping. As we wrap up here in Beverly Hills, it's clear this estate isn't just a property. It's a lifestyle pinnacle that influences the thoughtful designs of the homes to follow, each adapting this sense of elevated retreat to their own distinct character. From this lofty perch, let's descend to a coastal-inspired retreat that echoes the same commitment to harmony but infuses it with a touch more fluidity. The Malibu Seaside Sanctuary, $6 million. Transitioning from the hilltop majesty of Beverly Hills, our next stop takes us to the sun-drenched shores of Malibu, where Brian McKnight's $6 million estate embodies a fluid, ocean-kissed vibe that builds directly on the wellness foundation we just explored. This property, a harmonious fusion of contemporary lines and relaxed coastal charm, invites you to unwind in spaces that feel both expansive and effortlessly personal. The entryway here is a breezy prelude, with double doors opening to a light-filled hall that guides you toward the communal heart of the home, where every element encourages lingering and connection. The great room serves as the emotional core, a vast, multifunctional space where living, lounging, and subtle entertaining converge. Plush sectionals arranged around a custom entertainment unit create cozy nooks for movie nights, while built-in shelving displays curated collections that add a personal touch without clutter. Flowing from this is a formal dining alcove, strategically placed near floor-to-ceiling windows that frame the horizon, making every meal feel like a special occasion. The adjacent kitchen elevates everyday routines into artful experiences with seamless cabinetry, a butcher block island for hands-on prep, an integrated wine storage that caters to those who appreciate a fine vintage alongside their feasts. It's a setup that sparks creativity, whether whipping up a quick brunch or hosting a multi-course dinner for friends. This Malibu gem distinguishes itself through its emphasis on cinematic indulgence indoors. Tucked away for privacy is a full home theater, complete with tiered reclining seats, surround sound speakers, and a large projection screen that transforms film screenings into immersive events. Complementing this are the sleeping quarters, where the primary suite features a serene retreat area with a love seat and low table, perfect for quiet mornings with coffee in hand. Guest rooms mirror this tranquility, each with private baths that include heated floors and rainfall fixtures, turning overnight stays into mini vacations. Outdoors, the pool area extends the indoor cinema theme into alfresco bliss, with a resort-style setup including underwater speakers for ambient tunes and shaded cabanas for post-swim lounging. The freeform pool, complete with a built-in spa and gentle waterfall feature, beckons for refreshing dips that mirror the soothing waves nearby, providing a natural bridge to relaxation. As we leave this seaside haven, the spirit of entertainment and ease carries forward, evolving in our final destination into a more grounded, family-centric warmth that rounds out McKnight's portfolio with approachable luxury. This progression from lofty wellness to coastal flow now grounds us in a valley retreat that's every bit as captivating. The Valley Vista Retreat, $4 million. Our journey through Brian McKnight's estates culminates in the verdant valleys of Los Angeles, where his $4 million property offers a warm, inviting counterpoint to the previous locales, a nurturing space that channels the wellness of Beverly Hills and the entertainment of Malibu into a family-focused embrace. Valued for its approachable opulence, this estate welcomes you through a grand yet unpretentious foyer. Its double-height ceiling adorned with a simple chandelier that ushers you into realms of comfort and togetherness, linking back to the fluid connections we've admired throughout. At the forefront is the expansive family room, a versatile haven where oversized sofas and a central coffee table invite casual afternoons of board games or heartfelt conversations. A wood-burning fireplace anchors one wall, drawing eyes and fostering that cozy ambiance so essential for bonding. Nearby, the dining area adopts a more intimate scale, with a round table that encourages eye contact and shared stories, positioned to spill into the kitchen for seamless hosting. Speaking of which, this culinary command center dazzles with its user-friendly layout. Double ovens for baking enthusiasts, a spacious pantry for organized storage, and a breakfast nook bathed in light, where mornings unfold with ease and mornings blend into lively brunches. The primary sleeping area echoes this conviviality with a sitting room off the bath, featuring a chaise for reading or unwinding, while ensuite guest spaces provide similar comforts. Think jetted tubs and vanities that make getting ready a pleasure, not a chore. The outdoor pool realm here ties it all together with a family-friendly twist, boasting a shallow lounger shelf for safe wading, integrated lighting for evening swims, and adjacent fire pits for storytelling under the stars. This setup extends the indoor playfulness outward, creating a year-round oasis that feels like an extension of the home's nurturing soul. From these residences, it's evident how real estate anchors his wealth. Now, let's rev up to his impressive car collection, where mobility meets prestige. Car collection. Brian McKnight's passion for automobiles goes beyond mere transportation. It's a narrative of achievement, with each vehicle symbolizing a chapter in his journey from aspiring artist to established icon. His curated selection of 3 standout rides tells a story of evolving tastes, from high-performance thrills to everyday elegance. Acquired over years of success, these cars reflect his appreciation for engineering that complements his rhythmic life. Starting with the most extravagant, here's a glimpse into his garage. The pinnacle of his collection is a Rolls-Royce Phantom, valued at $1 million, a symbol of ultimate luxury that Brian chose after a milestone album release. This majestic ride became his go-to for red carpet arrivals, its smooth handling making long drives feel like gliding on clouds. He often recounts how it turned heads during a cross-country tour, embodying the sophistication he brings to his music. Whether cruising through city streets or heading to studio sessions, the Phantom's presence mirrors Brian's commanding stage persona, a reward for decades of hits that have funded such indulgences. Transitioning to a blend of power and style, next is his Lamborghini Huracan, priced at $500,000, which entered his life during a period of creative reinvention. This beast captured his heart with its agile performance, perfect for weekend escapes that inspire new lyrics. Brian shares stories of taking it on scenic routes, where the engine's roar harmonizes with his vocal warm-ups. It represents a bolder side, much like his experimental albums, and has been a conversation starter at industry events, underscoring how far he's come from his Buffalo days. Rounding out the trio is a Mercedes-Benz S-Class at $300,000, a reliable companion for daily errands and family outings. Brian added this sedan after reflecting on his roots, valuing its comfort for long hauls between homes. He describes it as the workhorse of his fleet, often used for picking up collaborators or enjoying quiet drives that spark song ideas. This car ties back to his practical side, balancing extravagance with utility, much like his career's mix of chart toppers and heartfelt ballads. These vehicles aren't just assets, they're extensions of Brian's story, fueling his on-the-road inspirations. With his assets in focus, let's delve deeper into the personal relationships that shape the man behind the music. Personal. Life. Brian McKnight's personal world adds layers of humanity to his public image, revealing a man whose relationships have been both sources of joy and public scrutiny. Married twice, his journey through love and family highlights resilience and growth. He first wed Julie McKnight in 1990, a union that produced sons Brian Jr. and Nico, along with daughter Brianna. Their marriage, lasting until 2003, marked early milestones like welcoming children amid rising fame, blending domestic bliss with career demands. In 2017, Brian found love again, with Leilani Mendoza marrying in a heartfelt ceremony that celebrated their bond. Together, they expanded the family with children Julia, Jack, Keikoa Mateo, and another addition, creating a nurturing environment that echoes his own upbringing. Parenthood has been a cornerstone, with Brian often sharing glimpses of family moments that ground him. These milestones, from weddings to births, underscore his commitment to building lasting connections. However, controversies have shadowed his story. Brian faced backlash for disowning his older children, publicly calling them products of sin amid strained relations, sparking widespread criticism. In 2025, the tragedy deepened with Nico's death at 32 from cancer, where Brian's response drew further scrutiny for perceived detachment. He addressed the feud by emphasizing personal boundaries, though it fueled debates on family dynamics. Another scandal involved a defamation lawsuit against Julie, whom he accused of false claims in her memoir. Brian won an $8.8 million judgment in 2025, publicly celebrating while his son Brian Jr. called it petty. Additionally, he sued singer Jaguar Wright for disparaging remarks about his past, seeking unspecified damages and even requesting to serve via newspaper ad. In each case, Brian maintained his stance, often responding with statements prioritizing his current family's well-being, though critics argued it lacked reconciliation. Despite these challenges, Brian's community ties shine through. Rooted in his Seventh-day Adventist faith, he's involved in charitable efforts, supporting music education programs and organizations, aiding underprivileged youth, earning honors for promoting cultural unity. These contributions reflect the hope instilled by his mother, linking his personal ethos to his soulful lyrics that champion love and redemption. Ultimately, Brian's personal life mirrors the vulnerability in his work, complex, heartfelt, and unapologetically authentic. It humanizes the legend, showing how trials and triumphs coexist. As we wrap up this deep dive into Brian McKnight's luxurious lifestyle, from his inspiring origins to his lavish homes, rides, and family tales, we hope you've gained fresh insights into the man who continues to serenade the world. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe to the Celeb Insider for more exclusive celebrity scoops, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. What aspect of Brian's life surprised you most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.